Practically all people have a wish to see the world. It seems that it is not a coincidence. This drive for traveling has a psychological foundation. In the book entitled The Art of Choosing, Sheena Iyengar has shared some results about the importance of challenges for some kinds of animals and people. According to this data, both animals and people opt for more complicated pathways to reach their aims. To exemplify, people got some chips for a casino. They could choose a table with one roulette wheel, or a table with two roulette wheels. You guess the choice of the majority, don't you? Despite being completely identical, people opted for a two roulette wheel version of the game. So, this affinity to choose more complicated paths, multi-level games, or more difficult tasks, has to do with our human nature. We get diversity and unique experiences by these choices of ours. And traveling perfectly matches every single aspect of our preferences of choices and challenges. In that sense, travel is also important to our success. Knowing the origin of the human desire to travel, we can deal with 7 instant benefits of this wonderful human activity. You are well aware of them, but refreshing your travel memories is always useful. Traveling injects necessary freshness into our life. One of its purposes presents breaking the repetitive mode of life. And this killing of monotonous daily rhythm can be easily done by bringing in newness. We don't need to go overseas to feel fresh. Visiting nearby places, including a new restaurant, a cave in the neighboring village, a local museum, a mountain, a camping site. Whatever. Or traveling in a sense of experiencing something new in your place of living. For example, trying dancing in a dance school, doing yoga, trying go-kart, or visiting a cinema for the first time. After pressing this refresh button, your perspective extends and new horizons pop up. Higher productivity and creativity, a more developed ability to manage obligations more effectively. The main message is trying something new, different, which is fruitful for solving problems. And, remember Robin Sharma's advice. Don't live the same year 75 times and call it life. Visiting new places is an eye-opening activity. New things, new culture. Sometimes you don't know what to expect, but whatever is ahead of you, embrace it, and welcome your mind expansion. Things are different, and you can face 2 types of challenges. One coming from the outside, and another one from the inside. So, whether you adore business and opt for New York City to see the way the business world functions there, or if you are a Westerner or Easterner who is curious about the Eastern or Western world, go there, feel it. You will sense that something is happening to you. It can be inspiring and stimulating to lead a better life. Of course, there is this natural fear of change. That's not easy at all. Quite daring. More often than not, people back down. This causes a lack of success. Time and courage are needed to dive into new activities and set new habits. As Robin Sharma points out, all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and so gorgeous at the end. We should admit that changes are necessary. Luckily, travels and trips can teach us this life lesson. Maybe you have noticed that people who travel more frequently, significantly improve their adaptability to change. That's the law of traveling and living in the modern world. The adaptability to changes is directly linked to leaving your comfort zone. And it is a willing and easier process if you travel. If you are in a place that has a different time zone, you need to modify your sleeping habits. Food and drinks. That differs as well. The atmosphere and look of the streets only contribute to getting out of your comfort zone. Actually, you expand it and facilitate later moments, when there is a need and necessity to loosen your limits. In light of these benefits, we should add socializing with different people, especially if you travel alone. Small talks with locals, hotel staff, asking about directions, attractions, symbols of a place. Traveling is the right time to work on your communication skills, and time to socialize with strangers. This adds to your courage, especially if you have problems with orientation. Even if you have a map, people tend to rely on their instinct and choose a passerby to ask about a proper direction. The adrenaline is on a high level, and that is great. Plus, if you travel alone, you can embrace all of the advantages. Traveling in any form just leaves an enormous impact on your life. Even the moment when you make up your mind to travel is in itself significant for your decisiveness. From the initial to the final phase of traveling, you can notice a whole palette of actions and activities, which work in favor of your decision-making skills. First, which place to visit, where to stay, what to eat, what to visit, how to spend days. Then, when you get to your destinations, some new unpredictable events can occur, which inevitably call for your ability to make decisions. Even if it is making a polite request to get another pillow in your room, or asking about the nearest mechanic because there is a sudden problem with your car or van. You need to be determined to ask, to communicate. You will eventually realize that you are a much better decision maker than you previously thought. All in all, you see that your whole personality reaches a higher level. And this boosts your confidence. Welcoming changes, socializing, and willingness to communicate with strangers and foreigners, spreading your comfort zone, making decisions, infusing freshness, strengthening your courage. You see that it is absolutely impossible that your confidence stagnates. New situations, new surroundings, new people. Though perhaps slightly uncomfortable at times, facing these circumstances can skyrocket your confidence. For instance, trying out a Japanese traditional drink for the first time. Maybe you have no idea what it is, but you get a sip or two, and then you decide to order one more small glass. You can take any specialty of any international kitchen. If you like it, you will confidently recommend it to other people. These mighty 7 pros are enough to remind or stimulate you to travel. Here, there, everywhere. The choice is yours. One more thing, there is no need to spend loads of money on trips or journeys. The catch is to immerse yourself in the environment, to activate all your senses, including the sixth sense, which is the drive for upgrading your whole personality. In any case, success is guaranteed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, like and comment. Stay awesome.